Speaking. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Agency Life. It's been a while since I've done a solo episode, and today here I am doing another version of a presentation that I did last week for Impact. They had their digital sales and marketing world, and it was called Scaling Up. The talk that I did was Fix This Next in Your Business to Scale Successfully. And I'll give you a bit of background about where this came from. At the beginning of the lockdown, I started to get back into some reading, and there was a few books that were on my list for a long while. I had been recommended to read Profit First by Mike Malkovich for a number of years. And I had bought it and everything, and it was sitting in the house. And finally, I got around to reading it, and I was absolutely blown away. I had the same feeling about when I read Traction all those years ago. It was like, oh, why didn't I find this a long time ago? And I've started to implement some of the methodology. He recently released a book called Fix This Next, and I've read that too, and actually joined their certified advisory team. So at the moment, it's brand new. There's only 180 certified Fix This Next advisors. And basically it works on the premise that when we're in a business, there's always something to fix, right? And sometimes you just feel like you don't know where to start. And I've been doing business coaching and consulting for a number of years, but specifically for the last 3. And I have been helping agencies and teaching agencies how to improve their retention, improve their results, and increase their revenue. And at the same time, sometimes it can get very overwhelming because we're fixing lots of things at the same time. So I wanted to upskill myself into a program, which I have done. And I'm going to present some of this to you now. If you're listening, you can listen along, but I actually will have this up on YouTube as well, so you can see the visuals. And so let's get started. Really what I'm going to cover on this is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I think some of you might be familiar with that from maybe school or college. And this actually replicates into a business by a business hierarchy of needs. Now, if you have a pen and paper, or if you're out listening and you want to come back around and jot an Evernote and come back around and watch the video in the future, you can actually mentally kind of make a note of what are the things that you need to fix next. Now, I know a lot of people go, oh, we need to fix all the things. And that's right. But there is a certain order in doing it that will bring you more lasting results and alleviate that overwhelming feeling. So if I just give you a refresher, Maslow hierarchy of needs is a motivational theory in psychology comprising of a 5-tier model of human needs. It's often depicted as a hierarchical levels within a pyramid. And like I said, this is going to be up on video, but I'll read it out to you. When we're starting out, our human needs are basic. They're psychological needs of we need air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. If you think of in the beginning, like if you do not have air, you don't have water, you don't have food, you don't have shelter, it is very difficult to do anything or want anything else. They become the primary things that you need to get. Now, remember these psychological needs because we're going to be matching these over as the starting point for the business hierarchy of needs. Next, in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we look at safety. So once you have the basics covered in your psychological needs, you will start to look at personal security, employment, health, then property. Moving on up, we look at love. We look for friendship. We look for intimacy, a sense of family and connection. Once we have that covered in the pyramid, we move up to esteem, respect, self-esteem, having some status, recognition, and freedom. And finally, once we have all those 4 taken care of to the best of our ability, we then look at self-actualization, the desire to become the most that we can be. That's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Some of it might have jogged a memory for you. If we transfer that over to business, one of the biggest problems entrepreneurs have is that they don't know what their biggest problem is. The goal is simply to survive each day. You know you've got problems to fix in your business, but they all appear urgent. The goal here is to look at, we need to pinpoint the right thing to work on at the right time. And the way we're going to do that is by mastering the business hierarchy of needs. So let me walk you through these 25 points. First of all, we have sales. This is the creation of cash. At this level, the business focuses on the creation of cash. As humans, we can't survive without air, and a business can't survive without sales. When it comes to our businesses, we need cash flow and sales in order to move up the hierarchy of needs. This is the very bottom level of the pyramid. We're starting at number 1, ground floor, right? Can't build a house without a solid foundation. So this is where we're going to start. And there's 5 components, as there are with each of the 5 levels. First of all, in the core needs of sales, we look at lifestyle congruence. Do you know what the company's sales performance must be to support your personal comfort? As an example here, for if you wish to earn 75,000 USD, which would equate to be approximately 10% of your overall business revenue, that means your revenue goal should be around 750,000 per year. Next, we look at prospect attraction. Do you attract enough quality prospects to support your needed sales? Now, who's responsible for generating leads to your business? Have you got a marketing plan, marketing campaign? Are the campaigns working? Do you have a business development person prospecting every day? Are you the owner of the business responsible for prospecting and following up and booking appointments? And that's great, but do you do it consistently and religiously? Next, we look at client conversions. Do you convert enough of the right prospects into clients to support your needed sales? So it's all great getting all the prospects, but what's your conversion rate? When the leads come into your business, who follows up with them in a timely manner, and in what way? Is it done systematically? Is one day you get a load of emails and you might not get around to them till the next day, but some emails or some messages or chats or phone calls, you respond to them within an hour because you have the time. Do you know your current conversion rate, and what would it need to be for you to achieve your desired revenue goals? Next in the core needs of sales is delivering on your commitments. Do you deliver on your commitments to your clients? Are your clients getting the service, products they bought, hired you for? Are they fully content with the products you sell to them? Is your service delivery working to the best that it can be? And is that always? Is it consistently? Are you delivering services to some clients fully, really well, and then others kind of drag on and you might not get to deliver the 100% of what you promised? Now we look at collecting on those commitments. Do your clients fully deliver on their commitments to you? Do your clients pay you when they said they would? Are you constantly chasing them? What are the reasons they are giving you for late payments? Now, I'm fully aware of the current situation in the world that a lot of businesses have cash flow issues. However, if we remember before this, which of your clients were late payers? So as with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, in the business hierarchy of needs, at the very foundation, how do you feel about all these 5 areas? Because until they're all completely solid, can you even think about moving on to the next area? So go back through them again. Lifestyle, are you getting enough pay? It's not a hobby. You really should be getting paid, and getting paid every month in order for you to have the satisfaction, the energy, and the mental ability to move on and do the business that you want to do every single day. You've got enough prospects coming in, you're converting those prospects, you're delivering on your commitments, and you're collecting on your commitments. If you feel that that pillar foundation is so solid, all 5 pillars in that foundation are all solid, the next part we look at is profit. This is the creation of sustainability. Many businesses have a profit problem, but they're focused on sales. So it's more important to bake profit into every transaction that you have. You can't sell your way into profit. You need a system to bring profitability around. So let's work on this next level of the building. Debt eradication. Do you consistently remove debt rather than accumulate it? Now, if this is a new concept, I highly recommend checking out Profit First that I mentioned at the beginning of the show by Mike Malkovich. Or another book from a personal level is Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Next in the profit core needs, you're going to look at margin health. Do you have healthy profit margins within each of your offerings? And do you continually seek ways to improve them? An exercise I have taken my clients through in the past is to review their last 10 best projects they delivered that they really enjoyed working on. They were good at doing them. They got great results for their clients, and then assess if they are profitable. Now, if they are, great, start to make some core offerings. If they're not, what do you need to do? How do you need to improve the delivery in order to make them profitable? And you start building out from there. You might have 1 or 2 core offerings and you offer some upsells. Transaction frequency is the next core need. Do your clients repeatedly buy from you over alternatives? Now, are your clients coming back to you over and over again, or are you one of 2 to 3 providers that they kind of keep on their short list? Now, if so, you could interview them to find out why do they do this, and what would you need to do so that you could be their only choice? They would just buy from you over and over again. Now we look at profitable leverage. When debt is used, it is used to generate predictable, increased profitability. Now, this could be a good exercise to discuss with your accountant. Debt can be a valuable tool when it's used to amplify clear profit opportunities. If there's a guarantee that taking on a debt will result in more profit in a clearly defined time frame, you are positioned to leverage debt. A simple example I use for this in the agency world is if you actually get a Facebook campaign working really well, you can use a credit card to actually put $1 in and you're going to get 50 cents, 150 back or $2 back. Something like that as an example. Finally, in the profit core need is cash reserves. Does your business have enough cash reserves to cover all the expenses for 3 months or longer? Now, I think we can all agree that at this particular point in time in the world, it's going to be August 2020, this has been a huge difference in the businesses that have been able to stand the test of time. So if we look into the future, what do you need to do to build those cash reserves now in case we do have another pandemic or another life event that's going to require us to need 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year's worth of cash reserves? Now you have the 2 levels of, you've taken care of sales. You feel like, yes, I've those 5 areas covered in sales. Yes, I have those 5 areas covered in profit. We now look at order. This is the level of organizational efficiency. The idea is, as your business grows, it becomes less and less dependent on you and it becomes organized. Achieving organizational efficiency will extract the owner from the business, so it has no dependency on you and it can run on automatic. How does that sound? Like a dream? Yeah, it is, and it can happen. We start with 5 core needs in the order pillar. Do you have an ongoing and working model to reduce bottlenecks, slowdowns, and inefficiencies? Now, firstly, do you know the bottlenecks? Sometimes people cover them up. So a great place to start is to ask your team and ask them what solutions they would recommend to fix them. Building a playbook on best practices and procedures, along with training manuals and videos for all aspects of your business, will improve the efficiencies of your company. Next, we look at role alignment. Are people's roles and responsibilities matched to their talents? Do you have a clear accountability chart? Now, not an organizational chart, but one where you can create job descriptions where people know what 3 to 4 areas they should focus on and responsible for, and the numbers that they are associated with them. Yes, they might be doing 15, 20 things in their job role, but there will be 3 to 4 core areas. Now, to learn more about this, if you're a listener to the show, you know exactly what I'm going to say. But if you're new, please get a copy of Traction by Gino Wickman. Entrepreneurial Operating System is a business methodology that will transform your business and your life. Next in the order core needs, we look at outcome delegation. Are the people closest to the problem empowered to resolve it? When problems arise in your business, sometimes as the owner, you can put it upon yourself to solve it on your own or with the help of the leadership team. This is another instance where you need to ask your team about the bottlenecks, asking the person who is closest to the problem, as they are most likely to have the right solution to resolve it. Number 4 is linchpin redundancy. Is your business designed to operate unabated when key employees are not available? Now, do you have one person in your business that you dread when they want to go on a holiday? Because there's so much organization to do before they go on a holiday. It's a bit of a nightmare while they're away, and then afterwards there's a bit of a clear up. Now, by making sure you have best practices procedure playbook on how all the things are done in your business, along with a buddy system, you can actually genuinely wish that person a happy holiday. Finally, when we're taking care of the order core needs, we look at mastery reputation. Are you known for being the best in your industry at what you do? Do people come to you because you are the best? And if not, why not? What are your competitors doing better? So there we have 3 foundation: sales, next building on that is profit, next building on that is order. So we've covered 15 points there. How are you feeling about all of these 15 points? Are you solid in them? Do you feel that there's things that you need to work on? If you're out and about, maybe jot them down in your, text them to yourself or put them in an Evernote. Or if you're sitting listening to this, maybe writing them down. Now, at the end of this, you can actually go to a page where I can send you more information. But if you're keen to go now, please do. You just head on over to growagroup.com and type in "fix this next agency" with a dash between each of the words. There you're going to get a copy of an excerpt from the book. You can see the evaluation questions. And if you want to go ahead, you can actually take the free evaluation if you'd like to do this online. Now, a lot of businesses are happy to stay in sales and profit and order, and they're just going to keep on going like that. But as with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you could move into the area of impact. This is the creation of transformation. This is where you realize that your business is not about transactions, but about transformation. You are not selling a commodity, but a service that impacts lives and a community. What is the feeling you are leaving for the client? How are you transforming their lives and decommoditizing yourself? As with the other parts, there's 5 to review in here, and you can go through this as well. Listen along and make some notes either mentally or type them in or write them down. Minimize wasted effort. Do you have an ongoing and working model to reduce bottlenecks, slowdowns, and inefficiencies? Transformation orientation. Does your business benefit clients through a transformation beyond the transaction? When we focus on the transformation we want to provide to our clients rather than on the transaction, i.e. just the sale, we are truly making an impact on their lives, and this will create fans and promoters of your business. Next in impact is mission motivation. Are all the employees, including the leadership, motivated more by delivering on the mission than on their individual roles? Are the people in your company on the same boat and rowing in the same direction? Now we look at dream alignment. Are people's individual dreams aligned with the path of the business's grand vision? Now, yes, people come to work for your company because of money. However, it's not always money that keeps them there. If you have a grand vision of achieving a certain profit number each year, you can work on a way to incentivize each person in their roles to help you hit that goal. For example, you can ask each person in their one-to-ones what personal goals do they want to achieve in the coming year. Some people are saving for a house. Another person might be saving for a new designer handbag. By structuring bonuses in line with your goals and theirs, you are now going to all row in the right direction together. Next, we look at feedback integrity. Are your people, clients, and community empowered to give both critical and complementary feedback? Do you have a way of collecting employee feedback, client feedback, and community feedback too? Great example I've seen of this working really, really well is if you go to ideas.hubspot.com. That brings you to a place where you can actually submit an idea, whether you're a client, whether you're a fan of the company, whether you're an employee of the company. If you've seen something you'd like HubSpot to do, you can put your idea in. Then other people can vote on it. And I know that HubSpot goes into this pool regularly to look at what improvements they can make. And a lot of the tweaks you see in HubSpot's software comes from this platform. So how could you create this in your business, for your business clients, for your community, and for your employees? Finally, in the impact core needs, we look at a complementary network. Does your business seek to collaborate with vendors, including competitors, who serve the same customer base in order to improve the customer experience? Now, do you regularly meet with your partners and find out how you could collaborate more with them? Perhaps they can refer your company to their clients and vice versa. How do we feel about having an impact? Again, like before, you could just reach that stage of going, I love what we have we've got a solid sales, which helps us support the profit, which helps us support the order. And we've got impact. You can stop there. Legacy is an option. But let me talk you through what that would look like. Legacy is the creation of permanence. It is where the business is designed to live on into perpetuity without you. When you create a legacy, you realize you are not the owner of the business, but the steward. To achieve the legacy level, the owner must care more about the corporate legacy versus his personal legacy, or hers. This should be the objective of your business, if you so choose to. What would it take to create this? Again, like every other point we've been going through here, there's 5 key areas. Community continuance. Do your clients fervently defend, support, and help the business? Have you got raving, loyal fans of your business? Intentional leadership. Is there a plan for leadership to transition and stay fresh? Who is coming through the business that would like to be on the leadership team in the future? Are those people clear and putting up their hands? Now we look at heart-based promoters. Is the organization being promoted by individuals inside and outside the organization without the need of direction? Now, a really simple way of thinking about this is, do your employees recommend job roles that are available in your company to their family and friends? If that's the case, that they are heart-based promoters and they would like their family and friends to be in your business. Quarterly dynamics. Does your business have a clear vision for its future and dynamically adjust quarterly to make that vision become true? Another incredible tool creating this is a vision traction organizer. And this is also from the Entrepreneurial Operating System Toolkit. This includes a plan and an agenda for quarterly meetings, so you can evaluate your progress towards your business goals. And finally, when it comes to legacy, ongoing adaptation. Is the business designed to constantly adapt and improve, including finding ways to better and beat itself? Is there a process for how to improve the areas of your business? For example, a quarterly hackathon or workshop where the team comes together to work on improving a product or service or process in your company. And there we have it, the business hierarchy of needs. By now, not only should you have a list of what you need to fix next in your business, but a clear plan of what order you need to fix those parts in. We have sales, profit, order, impact, and legacy. Now, if you've enjoyed listening to the business hierarchy of needs and would like to learn more about Fix This Next, as I said earlier on, I've got a free book excerpt, and don't worry, I'm not going to ask for an email, just crack on and you'll get it. It's growitgroup.com/fix-this-next-agency. And if you've any questions at all or you'd like to learn more, just drop me a line at clodagh@growitgroup.com. Thank you so much for listening to this solo episode. And as I said, it's up on YouTube as well. Love getting feedback about the show if you'd like any more solo episodes or anything covered. And if you do get a chance, please head over to iTunes and give us an hour review. We've been going for a long time. We can see 10,000 downloads in our future. It's coming up very close to that, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback on the show. I'd love to suggestions for guests, suggestions for topics. And yeah, head on to iTunes and give us an overview. Have a great day.